BYDFi is a crypto exchange on desktop and mobile where you can spot trade, futures trade, use leverage tokens, and copy the trades of top traders. If you sign up with the link in the description, you get a free $100 when you deposit $100. There's hundreds of crypto available on their spot exchange, as well as a free test account so you can practice futures trading without getting wrecked. BYDFi. Hello everybody, welcome back. So we're going to move away a bit from Bitcoin and crypto for this very moment in time. Give you we've been thinking about this rotation from stocks into commodities, and then obviously not all stocks are created equal. Some deal in commodities themselves, and I've been looking at this one here, Glencore. So it's one that, as I suppose, has been talked about occasionally on my Telegram. You know, some of the old school members like a little bit of commodities and stocks trading, investment purposes obviously, but trades also can materialize on a chart that looks like this. So if we look at this on a weekly, we can see this W pattern. I don't know if you're familiar with these sort of W patterns, but they normally end up resulting in like a huge breakout. So we've already gone to a new all-time high and then consolidated from I believe from the top about 30% odd. Yeah, just give or take about 30%, with the view to come down a little further still. That's no big deal. Where there's bottoms and tops around these levels. We can extend this horizontal area around these wicks. Generally speaking, we've got a fair bit of activity between here. It's more of a box, really, to be honest. We'll stick a box in there so we can give you a... This isn't something that I'd say leverage trading. It's not really... It wouldn't really suit leverage trading, to be fair. But like a position in this to add it to your portfolio, whether it's for stocks and shares, ISAs or pensions or whatever, or just holding it, you know, for a relatively decent period of time. So we're talking an entry point lower than where we are right now, and that's basically in line with what we're thinking is going to happen with gold and silver and stuff. So we are talking about a possible another move down, max of around 10%. From where we are at today. So that's not a big deal, because if we think about what this is going to do if it does break out and fulfill this W formation, we would be looking for a significant move, you know, breakout, blue sky breakout onto new all-time highs, and that would be rallied alongside the commodity prices, which I think are also going to rally. So let's have a look. We've got copper up here. Again, none of these look particularly good at this very moment in time. The rotation is yet to begin. We see copper consolidating, just like all the commodities, including Bitcoin, obviously, if you want to class it as that. We've also peaked on a money flow index over here as well. This is just CFDs, but it's trading with copper prices. Now, if we look at this on a higher term time frame, obviously there's your March crash, there's your all-time high, here's your bear market, here's your current collapse, and here's your... I suppose rebound, which is looking quite good, more or less surfing your 200 simple moving average on a weekly. Now, looking at this, there's no massive bull signal or anything like that. It's just showing, as far as I can see, a consolidation continuing, but with a 200 exponential and simple moving average being beneath us. So we think about measuring this out, and again, copper's not the end of the, it's just, copper is just one portion. Glencore, that it mines an enormous amount of commodities. So we're talking about a 5 to 6% pullback back down to that 200 simple moving average on a weekly. Silver, one of the more volatile of the commodity classes, especially precious metals, basically. We've got a pullback down already to its 200 simple moving average with an exponential just below that. We also, if you recognize it, have a pump signal in play on the weekly. So a pump signal is generated around these higher zones. I pull back into what was considered to be, as far as I can see, a golden cross retest. Here's your golden cross on a weekly, took place here. We actually avoided a death cross on the weekly with the exponentials, but we actually confirmed a golden cross on the simple moving averages. So silver looks quite good. Again, we're talking long term here. This is weekly stuff that we're looking at. We're talking rotation, we're talking weeklies, we're talking, we're talking not, well, let's just say we're not talking futures trading, okay? Because we're basing this on a higher term time frames. Gold is a very, very bullish chart on the weekly, way above every moving average on the lower term time frames. So it's all sit back down here. Now, I'm not at all expecting to see us revisit those levels at all. 50 exponential is about 1.5% move from where we are right now. Also, our pump signals generated back down here, which is basically at today's price action, and looking to probably pull back a little further before we start to bounce. So commodities on the whole, as well as Glencore, do look like they want to pull back further. And then opportunity sits at these lower zones for, well, I suppose, long-term positions in either buying precious metals, short, small, you know, low leveraged positions in the precious metals if that's where you want to go. But personally, I would advise trying to either actually buy the stuff, you know, outright. You know, I don't want to advise any form of futures or derivatives trading on any of this. When we're looking at what is likely to be a long, decent position in something which is likely to go up significantly just by holding it, you know, just by buying the stock. So rather than buying gold or silver or copper, you know, I would like to think that this is going to be a better way to deal with all of that. Because Glencore, they mine everything from cobalt to gold. They mine the whole lot, basically. And the chart is bullish. And so we're looking at precious metals as a catalyst, really, for this chart to fulfill the next part of its W formation breakout, going on to new all-time highs from what could be another 10% drop from where you're at right now. So there's no need to get too ahead of the game and just sort of, you know, spend loads of money on buying all this stock. I'm not advising you buy it in the first place. I'm just saying I'm going to buy it, and this is the buy zone, and it sits down here, and it's something that I'm going to take advantage of. They also pay decent dividends if you buy it on the right platform as well, like quite generous dividends to be paid through Glencore. Right, I am going to leave it with you there. Thank you for watching. I know it's a slightly different video. If you're interested in buying stocks and shares, let me know in the Telegram. I can send you some links to get some freebies if you're European or UK based, obviously. Other than that, take it easy. Hope you have a good day.